Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to my dungeon in progress, as it were. Waiting for Ryan to finish up a few things, so I thought I'd pop in.
No. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
I did not expect this project to be this big.
What are you working on?
At the moment, the Federation and Empire module.
Is this for Vassal?
Yeah. Because first I'm the one who's been doing that, and they recently released a new product, so there's more things to have in the module, the expansion. I didn't think they'd added quite that many ship types.
More for you.
Yes. I'm just trying to get to what I would love to say is the lovely stopping place of at least getting all the Federation stuff in, but even that is several times larger than I had anticipated.
Now let's see if I can force Mr. Sulk here to actually do a big pull. Sometimes I can do it. Ah, there's the teleport. Oh, sorry, I'm not with Sulk. I'm with Thayrin and Alphino and company.
Yes. No Emmett Sulk to you. For you. I'm happy you liked that name. Like I said, I'd been waiting for months for a chance to use that.
So you said.
Because it hit me at one point, of course, just finding him actually sulking. It was kind of hard. Until he did it all the time.
Yeah, my current goal right now is to try and get Dancer up to 88 because that's the level of our questing. That way I can quest with the Dancer as my secondary. I mean, if push comes to shove, I've got others that can suck up the XP, but since we were planning on doing the ranged DPS first for the role quest, I figured getting in sync with that would be a good idea. I do like Dancer. I think they did a really good job with the balance on it. Wish the DPS was slightly higher, but it's not that far behind, so.
And they didn't screw it up this expansion.
No. A lot of the classes they didn't screw up. Mostly because a lot of the classes were already in a good state, so they're like, oh, we'll just give them a little extra and call it done for the day. And I have to admit, having Estinian in the party for the first boss is hilarious. Him and Alice, it's just like, wow, you two. Alizé gets frustrated by his hidey hole, so she immediately starts attacking everything but the hole he's actually going to come out of.
Yeah,
Including
wow.
with the limit break if it's available.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Estinian starts out by avoiding the entire thing by doing the dragon black backflip thing. It's like the ultimate dragoon moment. And then he's like, well, he's hiding, so let's flush it out, and correctly nails the correct hole the first time. But fails to flush him out, and he's like, fine, I guess I'll wait.
So very Estinian.
Yes, it's very Estinian. What's really hilarious is if you take the two of them into, I believe, the Tower of Zot together, and they'll actually start complimenting each other in their battle tactics. I'm like, oh god, are you two having a thing?
They're bonding.
Time to limit break his butt. Yeah, Alizé is very trigger happy on the limit break, which actually can be helpful if you're planning it. Like, if you're running as a tank or healer, having Alizé handle the limit break has been a godsend.
Yes.
The others will actually limit break as well, they're just a lot more conservative for it. Yeah, they give you just enough members in the trust that if you know what you're doing, you can actually form a really good group. Based on what you're playing. Yes, yes, Hermes. You've said the same thing the last 20 times I've been in here.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I'm mocking the Ancient One again, aren't I?
Maybe?
Shows you how much reverence I have for them.
Yeah, well... That's right.
I typed something for Sky's reply, except that I don't dare leave my hands on the keyboard because I'm trying to race my food buff. I can generally do a trust run in just under half an hour, give or take, depending on the class. Kind of surprised myself the other night when I did it on Tower of Babel on Machinist, where before I was like, oh, I made the time by like a couple minutes. I made my time in like almost 15 minutes. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Everything right.
Yay, it's in range.
I don't even remember where I put the original.
You underestimate me.
Hello, Hermes. Time for the hourly beating of your life.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and gale, gather to me. You underestimate me. Ancient brand, unleash your power. You cannot stop us. Dancing winds, here's my bow. Stars on high, all is rain.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do some videos about working with the trust AIs, but I was really hoping to do the squads ones first, and I keep waiting for the squads to like have an update, and they never have for the past, what, 2 years?
Yeah. Okay. It's the non-carrier version.
Just to warn you, I am on the last boss.
You do this thing.
Yeah, the main reason why I kind of stopped playing Dance for a long time is it kind of suffers the same problem that Reaper does now, is that Reapers are kind of a dime a dozen.
Ah.
Everyone wants to play Reaper, so that leaves no slots for anyone else who wants to play Reaper. Or in my previous case, Dancer. Also, for rating purposes, Dancer and Bard tend to get the short end of the stick when it comes to finding groups.
Yeah.
Not like I raid after all, but
Yeah.
this battle music is so awesome. I actually like it a lot better than the Shadowbringers one they had.
War is ready.
Oh.
Even when transformed, I am not finished yet.
And there we go. Thank you, guys. See you again here in about
6.
11 p.m., right, guys?
Yeah.
They're just staring at me. Okay, then. Didn't quite hit 88, alas. I'm like just shy. Some side quests would do it.
Well, it sounds like we might have those soon.
Yes, you will.
You know, they're just lurking in the bushes waiting for us.
Ooh, Sabotunes of Scouting. Let me get that geared up before I forget about it. Yeah, at some point soon, I'm going to have to do a photo montage and ask for people's voting rights on certain glams, because I'd like to integrate a few things, or at least one thing, and I'm not sure when, how, or why. I wish we had enough glamour plates to cover every job we had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That problem. That one I'm right there with you on. Just kind of, cry me a river. Oh, wait. No. That's a serious problem.
Yeah, it's like enough glam plates to cover every job plus like a couple extra.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really sad. I still want a glam chest for the housing, but I also understand why we don't have a glam chest for the housing.
Yeah, wow, guys.
I do hope they fix that soon.
That would be good.
That almost works. But I'm not sure with those shoes. I think that can hold me over. Ah. No, that's what I wanted. Okay, Glam's kind of situated. Let's see. I left you in
Labyrinthos, medial circuit.
yeah, I'm totally using an Aetheryte pass for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting so close. We're gonna have to break at some point soon and do the class quests.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. Sliding for God. Sliding for Heidelin. Oh, my update didn't want to update properly, so I started running and my animation froze, so I just kind of slid along Charlotte.
That sounds disturbing.
It kind of was. This is not the Reaper suit I was looking for.
Oh dear.
Right then. Just trying to think of a class. Well, let's do Summoner. Summoner's at 89. That'll definitely push past the MSQ stuff temporarily. Even though I hate the Summoner suit. I look dorky in most of this gear at the moment. Oh yeah, the exciting music.
Something like that.
Let's see. Let's see if we're in the same zone.
That would be a no.
2?
I have no idea. I seem to be in 3.
Thank you, Foxfire. One could say you were Slidian.
Slidolin.
Slide-
Ow.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just slip sliding away.
Excuse me. Yes, I would like to take the lift, please. Okay.
Really?
Oh, shoot. I should have done that up top. Oh well. Touch the Aetheryte to pop it to the proper zone or instance they're in.
So. Wait, what?
Each of these zones has several instances involved.
Right.
You're in instance 3, I'm in instance
Yes.
2. But you can only transfer via the Aetherites.
Oh. I thought there was a command for that.
Nope. There's a command for seeing what zone you are in.
Yeah. That's the wrong thing anyway. I'm thinking of?
So, yeah, here you have my, dorky summoner gear. Oh! I've been meaning to show you this for a while. We need to get to the light.
Uh-oh. Go
The
towards the
books
light.
from this set are actually interesting.
Oh dear.
So when you're ready,
Yeah.
of course it's raining outside, which is not helpful. Maybe this will work. So you ready for this?
Maybe?
Okay, you can see the inside of the book, right?
Yep.
Go around to the opposite side.
I'm... You know those fake books that you use as kind of a safe? This is the opposite of that.
Ew! I can see you!
Why? Why should she be more like the other way around? Solid from your perspective.
The Summoner book is just as grand. Slightly different, but yeah.
Yeah. The floaty bit's really the main difference.
Some of the trim is different too.
I wasn't quite sure. Oh,
No, the trim is actually the same, but the floaty bit is different.
why are they bending my brain like this? 33. Oh, crap.
Okay, let's be off.
Hold on a moment. Get out of first person mode.
I just had to show those off.
Gee, can't imagine why. Nope. Wow.
When you're zoomed out all the way, it's hard to see what's actually going on with that.
Yes, it would be.
By the way, how are we doing on Aether Currents?
Okay-ish?
We need 2 more. They'll probably come with
Findables? That sounds about right.
Yeah. We need, like, a double carbuncle.
Yeah, 2-seater carbuncle would be grand.
Or, like, a carbuncle carriage.
Also grand, hilarious, and grand.
Yeah, we're getting... Okay, we are heading the right way. We need to go to ergonomics. Or is that astronomics?
Probably agronomics.
I don't know, what does the map say?
Now, agronomics is what we just left. We're headed for the stairs back down.
Yeah, Logisticon Alpha.
Yep.
Zoom! Here's, Ariane and the Loprits. Performing, 3 nights weekly.
Something like that.
And I think we checked with all of them earlier, so... Are you checking again?
I'm double checking. It seems like they haven't really changed.
Nothing.
Yeah, we had-
Oh, no,
we
the
had-
cooking way's different.
Really? I thought that seemed right.
Nothing. I wonder if this is how Pudding Way felt the first time Ariane made pudding. Though I'm not sure that was actually pudding, come to think of it.
Yes.
something seemed a bit off. You're right. Urianger is no cook. I'll make a pudding sometime. It'll help. Sage Council. Ow. I know.
Yeah.
Let's do this right. I'll do it as Sage.
Oh dear. Sage Council. Urianger appears to be tallying the operates in preparation for an imminent departure. Rylea, Thayrin, I trust thy time at Mariel Agronomics did bear fruit.
That's one way of putting it.
Our own efforts, too, were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them, and us, for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Shirley and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every operate there, should further questions within my power to answer arise.
Growing Way. What's wrong, Growing Way? Growing Way?
He said the field trip is over,
Well,
or doesn't want to go back through the untamed wilds.
I think it's more that everyone else got taken care of for the field trip except his interests.
Also quite possible. Come on.
And that is actually a concern. I mean, we got Cooking Way taken care of, we got Pudding Way taken care of, we most definitely got Living Way and Singing Way taken care of. But poor Growing Way is just kind of out of his field. And for the record, Foxfire, you are never too young for dad jokes. And there's all the gang. Oh, did I leave you behind? I'm sorry. Singing Way. That was ever so delightful, and with this much information, I can fine-tune that moon's enviros for you people's comfort. It's surprisingly tricky to estimate the approximate temperature of settings before beings of lacking in fur. Yeah, well, talk to the, Hrothgar. Why did I not ask Judka to make me a carrot muffin? We could have had baked goods bursting with happiness. No, there's nowhere in particular I was hoping to go.
If you're sure about that.
I simply wish to see, hear, feel, and think as much as possible while we are here. What was that look for? What did I say? I was like,
Well, they've spent a lot of time with her.
Urianger?
Ah, crap.
The Lawprints want for activities and stimulation, but I struggle to conceive of how busy them whilst we wait. And Growing Way. You're gonna have to wait up.
Yeah.
Growing Way? Are you okay?
Yes, Thayrin, Rylea, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logisticon Alpha. That's why. Afar is so lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that?
Actually, leaf year.
You can see the first of the first. One was purple!
Oh, that is tempting. But let's be honest, the Black Shroud is our home.
Yes. Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, and a place of utmost tranquility. Gasp, I say! Star is so wonderful. It comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise. To assume that the moon was something worth being proud of.
It is something worth being proud of.
How ridiculous we must seem to you. Trying so hard, yet achieving so little.
You've achieved a lot. Don't disgruntle yourself.
Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness.
I thought I heard tiny voices. Ah, sorry. That was you.
It sure was. Thayrin. Thayrin, this is Thayrin.
This is Thayrin.
How dost thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Aww.
I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. Tis as good a place as any. Come.
And they're off.
Yeah, we really need the series Urianger and the Loporits.
Thayrin. This is Thayrin.
Sorry, Thayrin, you're not living that one down for quite a while.
What? Oh god, last night I was running Tower of Babel and for some reason I had the camera just right with the speakers. And halfway through the run, all you can hear is this incessant giggling by Sadu. Every time she explodes something, she's like, like this cackling witch.
Sadu. Trying to remember.
Sadu Thurl, leader of the clan.
Oh.
Her.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And it was such an honest, gleeful cackle. It was amazing.
Yeah. I believe this. You'd best go with them. I don't think Urianger misjudged him, but Growingway does look like he could use some emotional support. I still have work to complete elsewhere. I trust that I won't return to find any Loporits in tears.
That would be a bad thing, yeah.
I think that was a no Loporits in tears or else.
Thank you, Foxfire. Believeth in me who believeth in thee.
Yes.
Oh, they're up in there. I completely went around the wrong way. I'm sorry.
Or for the course.
Ah, yes, the troubled researcher.
Oh, can I help you?
We're actually here to help you.
It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious?
Yes.
A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that is the sum of decades of Shirleyan ingenuity, that it's built with peerless Allegan technology. It's all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a star-faring vessel, let alone flown it to in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? If it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the Aetherburner's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but, well. Maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment. What if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Ah, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. And now the conversation starts going bleep, bleep, beep, bleep, 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 bleep.
As long as it doesn't do a SpaceX, yeah, we're going to the moon to make a very big crater. Oh,
At least a small one.
I'm sure there are many people who are very unhappy about that at the moment.
Actually, a lot of people are kind of excited.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, it's gonna give a chance to be able to read a bunch of their seismometer readings and see whether their calibration equipment on the moon is actually able to record asteroid and meteor impacts.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Because
actually,
it's
people are kind of happy.
one that we
had
can
an idea
predict
that was
for
probably gonna
once.
happen when they did the launch back in 2018, I think it was.
Silver lining?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's make science out of, well, that's going to happen no matter what.
Just remember, when life hands you lemons, make lemon muffins.
Yes, make lemon muffins. Sorry, husband, you were saying?
I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Loperts to attend them?
An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There's naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Atreus, and learn more about them while we're at it.
Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions, and bring them hither. Rylea, Thayrin, thou hast the gift of finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable operate.
We'll see what we can do. Oh, I do so look forward to it. That a place for every leopard and every leopard in their place. Well, let's see what we can find here.
I just hope we have enough operates to go around.
We have a level-headed engineer here. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. I'll only make it the work go so much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. Here we go. An anxious engineer. Ma'am, can we help you? What am I thinking? Medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in the great expanses beyond us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. Actually, we might know someone you'd like to talk to. A crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that?
Oh, yeah, we don't have enough operates to go around.
Over here.
Capricious researcher.
Hello? Aha! At the end of the world is nigh, and yet work goes on no faster. Schedules such as temperamental things, feasible one moment, utterly bollocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive.
This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think that's the coffee talking. Actually, let's check the park in the back over here.
Wait. Oh, this person needs our help.
Oh, a hyperventilating engineer. Oh yeah, he needs help. Excuse me.
My chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. Didn't see you there. No cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly.
I think you need to go talk to a Lopra.
Here are visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? That would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already.
What was it with the Japanese and having to make the prototypes work the first time? They should have prototyped this out eons ago, instead of just trying to build everything.
Well, it kind of sounds like they may have had just enough time to get to the prototype stage.
Miss? 56 bunches of weeds on the ground, 56 bunches of weed. Rip one out, add it to the mound. 55 bunches of weeds on the...
Are you okay?
Herp! I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax and all, so I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds and... Pleasant conversation partner and oh so fuzzy? Oh, goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Yeah, better than counting weeds, that's for sure.
Yes, we have an emotional support Loprif ready for you.
Orianne J is standing by. I don't think we talked to Jessamy up here. And their little mammoth.
Yes. Mammoths, unlike those made of flesh and blood, can actually keep secrets, which is why we employ them here.
And over here we have the harried aetherologist. Excuse me, sir.
Blasted assistants, where are they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that aether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery. It seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine.
Might want to ask a Loprit. They're pretty good about that type of stuff.
The Loprits are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Oh dear.
I think a lot of
I
people
think
are
someone-
stressed.
I think someone's timetable got moved up quite a bit.
Grimacing naturalist. She seems promising.
If by promising you mean panicked.
My face? What's wrong with my... Ow! Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring the proper fauna and only proper fauna are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make a decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Well, we have the bunny for you.
Mm-hmm.
Including the Loprits in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will. Thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clues as well.
Hold on.
Anedja?
Mm-hmm.
Careful walking around this area, outsider. The Stita are ever watchful of the ongoings here. One wrong move could mean your eyes. I just... Oh dear, you did believe me?
I've run into Skatani before, thank you.
Ah yes, I remember you. You're one of the students of Valdesian, are you not? How can I help you?
What do you do here?
Who? Me? Why, I'm a researcher at Aeroport. The hamlet is where I hang my hat, so to speak. It has been my home since I joined the construction of the Ark so many moons ago. I've only seen the true sun a handful of times in the past few years, if you can believe that.
Sadly, yes. What kind of place is this?
This is Charlian Hamlet, home to those who work here in the Central Circuit. A great many of us, not all of us, are engaged in projects of a highly classified nature. In order to maintain a level of security, none here are allowed to leave the Labyrinthos unless you've permitted to do so. It has been goodness knows how many years since I've left myself. Considering the importance of my work, however, I am perfectly content right where I am. Just between the two of us, though, I do miss the ocean. Just a little.
Well, maybe you'll get a chance to visit one.
Ponderous mathematician.
Hmm.
This one's me. That's a female row.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You look like you need a serious talk with a Lopret. Consulting our collaborators? I suppose that would mean more effective than sitting here and brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips should the Aether Burner make our original estimations unfeasible, but there are simply too many variables. I will feel if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how we might weigh constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know.
Anytime, ma'am.
We need 2 more. Ah, here we go. Occupied administrator. Ma'am, you seem occupied. How might I help you? My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pick some fresh fruit and fragrant tea leaves. Now I only need to track down 100 or so cups.
Oh dear.
But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well.
This woman is doing better than you are.
I think we've talked to Polystine before.
I wonder how a rabbit got in here. And why would anyone put a hat on it?
Let's check this way. You talk about hats on rabbits. Well, true. Vera can't wear hats. Never mind.
Yes. All of these we've talked to.
Whom are we missing? Ah! Here we go. We have a very tired gleaner over here.
Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense played it as a piano. My feet and knees are as drums and cymbals, too. This cleaner seems fine, if in need of a break.
Oh, you keep breaking, good man.
Certainly, the Lopperids would be unlikely to help him with cargo loading.
Ah, here we go. Despondent engineer. And he's very despondent.
Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure?
Oh dear.
Time for an emotional support Lopperit.
Yes.
You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly?
Well, as far as things go, yeah, Mapping Way knows a thing or two.
Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Zoom!
Skeptical researcher!
It certainly isn't the Chocobo Keep. They seem to be doing quite fine. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon?
We've been to the moon!
I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me.
We're trying not to have that happen, but yeah, backup plans. Backup plans are good.
I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on gods know what made by gods know who.
Ah, you should probably talk
We
to the
can-
Leopards. They're here,
We can
actually.
help with pieces of this. I need to say I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions.
Oh, they love questions. Whether they're willing to actually hear them or not is another matter. Or correction, listen. They can hear just fine. Sometimes they don't listen too well.
Yeah, well.
Well, everyone suffers from that occasionally, so... Hey, Growing Way, did you have a good talk with,
Rylea, he said he was glad we spoke. And he thanked me.
Oh, good.
It was all worth it after all, wasn't it? Even the mistakes we made. Because now we can tell them what not to do.
Exactly.
Well,
The troubled researcher?
Growing Way has been a godsend. We can look upon what we've built with clarity now.
Oh, no worries, Ace. Come and go as you please. As long
So that
as
much
you...
dust will not cause respiratory problems? Your estimates seem fine to me.
The important point is that while you're here, you have a good time and enjoy the show.
It's fine to admit you're scared, you know.
Aww. Emotional support, Loprits.
In the long run, however, most of you won't die. Well, when you put it that way.
They're so chipper in their pessimism.
Hold on. There's one more bubble I'm trying to get to come back up. And it's just not happening. And... let's
Oh,
check
I'm
social
sorry to hear about your cat, Ace. That's always
Oh.
tough when you lose your part of your furry family.
Oh god, yeah.
I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah.
Ahem. A little privacy, please.
Right
And what are you
then!
doing in the middle of the crowd?
You do realize there's emotional support Loprits happening here. Fine. Be that way. I think that's everybody.
Yeah, there's just that one bubble I can't get to come back up. Behold, Rylea, Thayrin. Though through thine effort, word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated, Living Way doth gather more Loprits as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee.
Yeah, I think we can do that. Ooh, a destination.
I
No,
pray
this-
that Living Way is joyed to see so many heartened souls when she doth return.
Yeah, I think this was a good... Get people in the same room discussing the right things, and sometimes just having a new idea is a fresh breather.
And frankly, you know, a meeting of geeky engineers.
Hey, Living Way.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Sleeping Way is our pilot. This does
Yeah.
not make me well.
I'm impressed.
Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Who are they?
Master Louis Soir, Minfilia,
Ah,
Avalimo, and not to forget,
Moonbreeder. Oh. Are those
Oh, there.
Moonbreeder's parents?
There was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Oh dear, he's been putting this off way too long, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh boy, this is going to be rough.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Oh!
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisois left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, The words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
Oh, yes.
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Pardon me. Dang it, that came out of left field.
Kind of. They've hinted that this was going to have to happen.
Yeah.
But damn them.
For those, the Buns have not gotten to meet Moonbreeder yet. She is a character.
And shows up around 2-3 or so they're getting close to her.
Well, apparently she reappears around 2-3. She was actually apparently a character in 1.0.
Right.
Really?
There's actually art for one of the holidays of her and Louis Swa together. But she was Urianger's childhood friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Baron asked if I was okay, and I'm like, yeah. Was not expecting that at this point in the story. No,
Remind me.
You're fine, Ice.
Yeah. Yep. You were perfectly fine. Remind me to invite Urianger for a drink when we have a moment to breathe. We're long overdue for one. We can raise a glass to Moonbrita.
If she had her way, you'd raise several glasses, and poor Urianger would be under the table almost instantly. But yeah, Ace, I understand completely. When I had to go up just before Christmas to see my dad one last time, it was hard. It was way hard. Cooking way?
Cooking way night.
Yeah. My goodness, I've never felt like there was so little time before. There's so many people to talk to, so many things to learn. So I was busy asking questions about the Thriss, and I never thought to ask more about Urianger. I'd like to, but where do I begin?
At the beginning? I assure you that my fellow Lovrits are equally excited to have this opportunity. They were humming the whole way here.
Oh, I'm sure they were. We spent so long gazing at the star, wondering and hoping, but to be here now and to walk among the people, to be part of the lives and know that we made a difference, it's so much more than I ever dreamed. Lawinda? Oh, you must be one of the Scions, correct? Thank you for caring for my daughter. The time she spent with you all is too short, but I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger too is, I'm sure. I clearly feel better for knowing he was in good friends to look after him. See that he comes home from time to time, will you?
The classical Rogadan language isn't so different from Eorzean. Did you ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed to glow. I knew it had chosen her, that she should be a beacon of that selfsame light. Of course, we'd later hear our fair share of jokes about how we ought to have gone for Sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was. But fiery as my Moonbrita was, she was always kind and gentle.
And her bear hugs were crushing.
Oh, Thayrin, Rylea, be assured that I am fine. I am.
Need some Kleenex? I've got a box here.
Full glad to see them too after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder had I faced them alone. Poof.
Ooh, you hit 89. Congrats. Actually,
Hither.
okay, no new side quests.
Ah, yes. Must check for side quests. Hither and Yarns. The pall of anxiety over Shirley and Hamlet has thinned to more manageable levels. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loporrits. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alice. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate.
And probably 2 more boxes more than she could actually carry, knowing her.
Yeah, and she'll never accept help from us.
Well, tough luck, she's getting it anyway.
I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later, oh, now you're just avoiding it. Pray assist Mistress Alice. She hath taken up too great a burden, like as not. Living Way and I shall attend to matters here.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. I do find it interesting. We know about Mambrita's parents, but we've never heard of Uriange's.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Look at your mini-map.
Oh, yeah. Hello, SideQuest. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, Alice, you're just gonna have to struggle on your own for a while. You brought it on yourself.
And switching down. Sometimes the best thing you can do is talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Ace.
Yep.
We'll get to you later, Mr. Blue Bang. Of course, we have a friend who has been fumbling around with technology all yesterday, and a bunch of other friends on a different server found out that she was poking around in Discord, and now they're badgering her to avoid them.
So is this what that's all about?
Yeah, she was fumbling around trying to get Discord to work, not quite understanding how it all functions. Because it's a new program, and they don't have any experience with similar programs, so she ended up in their voice chat for about 2 seconds and then left again, and then they all kind of went, "No, come back in." And the badgering continues.
Yes, yes it does. Oh, dear.
Gift for a fan.
Swale Sam has a favor to ask. It's Rylea Thayrin, right? Isn't it? I was about to head to Kokol's Forge to drop something off, but I think you'd be more welcome than I. As it turns out, the recipient is something of an admirer of yours. I'm sure she'd be thrilled to have you make the delivery. Thank you. Here's the package, all set to be delivered to Wisandidi.
Because they are very spread out here.
Yeah, well, they will keep making the
And
zones
there
bigger.
is a lot of them. Oh my gosh.
Well,
We might have to do this in 2 rounds.
probably. To carry enough to send to the very best. I remember one year, like, me and my dad basically made a birthday card for my mom, and On the back was a kind of faux Hallmark seal, and is we cared enough but didn't have the money. A vexed researcher in Shirley and Hamlet wishes there were more hours in the day.
Oh my, a conundrum indeed. What am I to do? Something the matter?
Yeah, is something the matter?
Well, aren't you the kind sort to take an interest in a stranger's woes? It's my son, you see. He's a gleaner stationed in the Near East, and he's recently returned to deliver his procurements. I just received word from him a moment ago, asking me to meet him in the Archeon. Apparently, he has some sort of gift for me. Is that not thoughtful? In a stroke of ill luck, however, something urgent has come up, which I'm obliged to attend. Excuse me. By the time I'm done with my business, I've little doubt my darling boy will already be gone, off to his next assignment to who knows where. When you see what I've in a pickle, surely. As much as I want to, I can't claim the gift myself, but perhaps you could in my stead, if you've the time on your hands, that is. You do? Why, thank you. I will return as soon as I'm able. So let's meet here once you've taken the receipt of the present.
You go, Urza.
Whee! Sorry. Whee!
Yeah. Don't filter yourself.
Ow.
Ow.
That's a dad joke right there.
A researcher in Shirley and Hamlet has a furiously furrowed brow.
May I borrow you a moment? I have a problem of a, maternal nature, shall we say. You see, my husband was looking rather green around the gills when he left for work this morning. As much as I would like to check on him myself, I'm afraid my research is of a port that I can't leave unattended for any amount of time. Which is why I might ask you to look for him in my stead. You're like to find my darling slaving away in Kokol's forge, if he hasn't been carted off to the infirmary yet, that is. He's a rather handsome man, whose garish red glasses make him hard to miss. You should notice that he's under the weather, and I ask that you provide him with this filter, which will hopefully rejuvenize him. I'm sorry to say such a burden on you, but I've no one else in whom I can entrust. Please hurry, as I fear he'll kill over before long. That's 3, and these 2 will be 2 more. Wandering Loperate. Hello, Loperate.
A job for a Loperate. Wandering Loperate is looking for work.
Haven't we met before? Oh, you're one of Oriange's friends, yes?
Yes.
I thought so. I'm here wandering around Labyrinthos, hoping to find some work to do. Sounds like such fun. But I don't even know where to start or how to ask for it. Can you help me? Of course.
Leave it to us.
Oh no!
Uh,
Action, and the power cord strikes again! Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's find some work for me! This sounds dangerous.
yeah. Doling out punishment. Just me wishes to bend the ear of any man, woman, or child willing to listen. Where could it have gone? What a bother this is. If only I could find someone who... Oh, fortune is on my side indeed. You seem the doughty sort. Might you help me locate a missing mammoth? A colleague has reported that one has escaped and gone on a rampage. It was last sighted wandering southeast of here, where it has slain one of the specimens. We've tried to deactivate the mammoth remotely, but it has outright ignored our commands. Our only recourse is to stop that willful thing by force. Perhaps you could do the honors. If you're up for it, I'll need you to locate it and put it out of commission. Once that pugnacious poppet has been silenced, place it in this coffer and return it to me. So, will you help?
Yeah, we're good at beating up mammoths.
Fantastic. I knew you weren't the type to say no to a man in need. Find the corpse of the fiend it fought, and you're like to come across the directionless stall. I just realized I have a pressing problem.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm at 3 inventory slots.
Oh dear. Anything you can hand me? If you have any Thicon salad, I can absorb that. Or maybe some kaniyaki.
What was that last one?
Carniarchy.
I don't seem to have it.
Or carniarch?
No.
Aw.
No.
Well, this will at least save you one slot.
Yeah, yep. And... there we go.
Excuse me.
Not the one I wanted to be spending right now, but I have 2. Let's back up to 5. That'll get us through this round at the least.
Okay. Let's see. How are we to do this?
With panache and aplomb.
Because they are like all over the place. Well, we've got 2 over at the forge and 1 in here, so let's tap the 1 in here. Not you. There we go. Perhaps this person can help us.
Is there something I can help you and your, friend with? Huh. I'd heard Loffords are interested in learning about our culture. You're saying this one is looking for a job?
Yes, I would like to work at a job. Do you know of one I could do?
Well, most people here work at Aporia or Thalmazen, but we would need to submit documents to request the proper level of clearance, and... Oh, I have an idea. As you've seen, the man-made habitats hereabouts are populated with a variety of experimental subjects. Some of the boulder bees, however, have been known to cause unfortunate incidents in and around the elemental reactors. In order to encourage these creatures to keep their distance, we've put together some bags of nauseous-smelling repellent. I'd appreciate it if you could place a few of them by the reactors themselves. For now, I need you to ward 2 such facilities, one to the south and one to the west of Logicon Beta. Here, there's an armful for each of you so you can split the work.
Oh, I'm sorry for making you work too, but that means we can share the payment as well. Right, I'll go to the south reactor, you take the one in the west. Work, work, work!
Nothing important.
Go ahead and place a few of those bags to the reactor west of Logisticon Beta, which we've not been to. We've only been to Alpha.
Oh, there's a first time for everything.
In fact, we're heading kind of towards Alpha again. Do. Dang it.
Hmm?
My allergy meds were not prepared. I did take them. Honestly, I did.
Allergies are not exactly the problem.
I know, but being emotional does not help my allergies or my congested head.
By the way, we are approaching 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna look at food here sometime soon. Let's see what else. Right around this way. And we need to go up there, past the dramas. Because they call us drama. Here we go. Yeah, I say this drama has had a bit of drama in his life. Broken Viking.
Okay.
And we can't kill him too hard.
Oh. Fine.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, this begs the question, dear. What would you like for dinner?
Well, it was mentioned tacos.
You are still in taco mode.
Well, I was just figuring it'd probably go over well.
I can go tacos.
Now the question is do you want good tacos or cheap and sleazy tacos? Mmm.
Well, moisturized
Researcher.
What was that about?
Probably the fate.
I suppose so. Well, moisturized. Okay then.
Yes. It was a collection's fate. I'm sure we'll hit it again. Well then, we have had a vote for cheap and sleazy tacos.
We can do this. Even if it doesn't have the same...
So, our poor Dasher, who failed to ring the
Mocked.
doorbell, but knocked.
Very quietly.
Very
Yes.
quietly.
A timid knock.
Not that loud.
Yeah.
Only because I was scared and I didn't have any headphones on. I went, the door! It's me.
I'm just sad they no longer have Mexican pizzas.
Yeah, I know.
That was like their best item ever, and I'm finally in a position with my teeth I can eat them, but no.
Yeah, you were denied.
I am denied my Mexican pizza. So I guess I'm getting my 3 taco supreme,
Yeah, go in for my normal one.
which is the 3 taco supreme with lemonade.
Yep.
Pick
That's
your
the
death,
one.
dear. Okay, there's a quest guy around here somewhere. Aha! Hiding behind the shed. Bespeckled researcher.
Oh dear. Perhaps going into work was not the best decision, after all.
If you get everyone else sick, you're going to make it even worse.
The man is in very poor health indeed and likely requires the medicine you were provided. Along with a lot more. We should probably be getting him NyQuil so he'll just fall over asleep instead of trying to work.
Yeah.
Flax-colored filter. The horrid stench of this no doubt potent potion is enough to burn one's nose hairs clean off. Oh my, that's much better. Thank you kindly, stranger. Weakness came over me quite suddenly, no doubt caused by a thinning of the blood or some such. That medicine is one of my wife's creations, is it not? I would know her alchemy anywhere. That must mean she enlisted your help to see it brought to me then, yes?
Yes.
Just
Excuse me if I stand 6 feet away and keep social distance.
I thought as much. So little gets past my better half, though I did my best to hide my fatigue. I myself am a researcher in Thalmazin. Ah, that interests you, doesn't it? Well then, you'll get a kick out of this. We're currently developing a new sort of alloy which, at the molecular level, contains psychosensitive materials such as dark matter. I should be all set. Such as dark matter. The wonders we could work with such a marvelous metal. Imagine how much tighter controls would become if we were to fit it into a cockpit. But I'm getting ahead of myself. At any rate, our work is researching its crescendo, and I wouldn't dare miss it even so much. Dare miss even so much a day of it. Would you be so kind as to tell my wife there's no cause for concern? All she need know is that her filter worked wonders. And we'll go back and tell her her husband is working himself to death.
So, I have to ask, where's my phone?
With me.
Sorry, I thought you had to put his order in, so I gave it to you.
Yeah, I'd like that back so I can keep an eye on chat.
Don't worry, it'll be there in a moment. Get on, Urza.
Okay, I'm on Urza.
645. Right, Urza.
Work! Work! Oh god, it's the fangirl Makode. Oh, I had a feeling we'd be sent back to her, but oh boy. What's on Diddy?
Yes.
Hello, the one and only Thayrin and Rylea. Am I dreaming?
Maybe. Small package. One can only speculate what's inside this bottle-shaped package.
A delivery for me? But why would someone as famous and important as you be delivering my package? Oh, now I'm just being rude. I must thank you properly. If I'd known you'd be coming, I would have prepared something for you too. Silly me, there's something for you right here. A package containing a bottle of golden syrup. It's yours if you want it. It's an alchemic medicine to rejuvenate the wearied body. You must need something like that after running around and saving the entire world. Oh, I won't hear no for an answer, so drink it down. You deserve it far more than I do.
Are you really fangirling, or does this taste awful and you're getting it off your hands?
Drink the golden syrup near Wasandidi. Golden syrup, a medicine meant to rejuvenate the exhausted.
Ah, there it is.
Please drink the syrup before you go. I'll never forgive myself if this delivery contributed to your exhaustion. Fine. We've drunk worse.
Yes. The medicine is much sweeter than you were expecting.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
I'm glad. I hope it's nutritious. It nourishes your body along with pleasing your palate. That reminds me, I had your comrade Graha try some as well. He seemed to quite enjoy it. He said it was like drinking sweet ambrosia. I couldn't help but wonder what sort of medicine he had been forced to drink before. Anyway, I'm afraid that's all I have to offer you. I swear, if Sulasum didn't compensate you properly, I just might... Oh, well, never mind that. Please take proper care of yourself out there. Oh dear. Actually, I'm going to bed now. NyQuil powers activate!
Oh dear. Yeah. That's not a promising sign.
No, that is not a promising sign. Let's see, that's way over there. Gotcha. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh dear, he's suffering from a head cold. I'm sorry, Action. But we've all had our little bits of coughs and sneezes.
Yeah, we have certainly had that recently.
Yeah.
All finished then? She works herself too hard, that, with Sundidi. The medicine I sent should be good for her. I must say, you're looking rather more chipper than when you left.
Yeah, well, about that.
What? She gave the syrup to you? Well, if that cheered her up, I suppose that's as good as any medicine. Any case, here's a little something as thanks for your help.
By the way, it was good medicine. You do good work.
I just realized.
Eh?
As you go raiding off, I'm going to turn on the front light.
Yes, please do that. Alas, Foxfire, we are not having hole-in-the-wall Mexican. We are having Taco Bell, which is... There's a reason why we call them cheap and sleazy tacos. We'd go for Del Taco, but I think the last Del Taco that was in the area finally left, which makes me
Even
sad.
if it's still there, it's a little far for delivery.
Ignoring you, LSA. Yeah, because that was down in Campbell. Mm-hmm.
LSA. Being ignored.
Just a second, I need to ditch in an Ala here. Who is being very stubborn.
Yeah, they do that.
And here's our elemental reactor. One! Putrid beast repellent to the rescue.
Beast repellent. Monsters are driven away by the pungent smell wafting from this noxious mixture.
Oh, I hope it doesn't hurt the, Lopret. I'm sure their noses are about on par with ours, hopefully. I just pray they never have to deal with mandragoras. I don't think their ears could take it.
Well, nothing deserves to have to deal with mandragoras.
Fair enough.
We get stuck with it anyway, but we don't deserve it.
No, we don't. Hey! I was nowhere near you.
Oh dear.
Sorry, LSA. We'll be back. turn-in. We're actually going to go through the top and pick up the quest at the very top. Even though we're about ready to do a round of turn-ins. There we are. The Studium Researcher. Hello, Mr. Researcher. You look like you have a problem we can solve.
No, we're not doing this one right now.
Why not?
It's one of those will not show up quests.
Oh, bleep and bleep bleep.
So that's one to... Oh dear, but we will have to do it. Wayward Carbuncle.
Oh dear, yes.
There's no way we're not doing that one, but yeah, that's a do it by itself. They are liking those this time.
Yeah, we still need to sit down and research the other one. We found your hubby. You spoke with my husband then, did you? How was he? Is he as unwell as I'd feared? Oh yeah.
Yes, he was.
He was in terrible health, just as news expected. We're not gonna lie to her. I just knew it. What is that man thinking? To fight through such illness, all he can... What? Go to work? Honestly? It's all well and good to wholly commit yourself to one's profession, but to do so at the expense of one's health, that's beyond the pale. He'll be getting an earful from me, that much I can assure you. I shudder to think what would have become of my husband had you not stepped in when you did. Though it's a trifle compared to what you deserve, I offer you this to thank you for your help. Hello, Octi. It's good to see you.
Were you able to retrieve our little runaway and shove him into that container? I'm ready to take it off your hands whenever you're willing to part with it. I'm not sure why you would want to hang on to it for longer than necessary.
No, you can have it.
Mammoth-filled coffer. This coffer has at long last fulfilled its purpose by capturing a mammoth. If a box could have feelings, this one would be proud. Oh dear. Noting over in chat. Oh no, I keep forgetting that starting a new crafting possession uses up bag space, not freeze it. Goodness, you've done it. I can't thank you enough, truly. Not sure what I would have done if you had not come along. This mammoth's unfortunate escape is the work of the Loporits, you know. They meant no harm, I'm sure, but they insisted on tinkering with the thing's innards. Wanted to make some improvements, apparently.
Oh yeah, that would be a Loporit.
Boy, I hope it wasn't improved by the same Loporit that starts all the fates up there.
Oh god, that
would
be
explain
bad.
much. And as you can see, their earnest meddling has caused us a deal of grief. To be fair, they did look rather contrite when I told them what had transpired. Can't stay angry at them, though. They only had the best intentions. In fact, they need some cheering up after that the tongue lashing I gave them. Yes, they deserve the thickest, crunchiest carrots I can find. On that note, farewell, adventure, and thank you. Oh dear.
Get one more turning back in here, as soon as we can find it. Ah, there we are. The Hamlet Researcher.
And the Wandering Loporit.
I'm all done. Would you mind making a report to our employee?
Thank you both for your cooperation. I'll hand the payment to our lunar friend here so that she might have the full job experience. Oh, and I'll throw in some apples from Mariel Agronomics too. Enjoy! Carrots would have been a better idea.
Oh, a new food to try. Let's head back to the stairs and eat them together.
Well, okay. Oof.
But first, quest pickup time.
Rogos. The dry eyes have it. Well, after the previous scene, there isn't a dry eye in the house. And Nightjaw is champing at the bit to extol the wonders of Skatene. No!
A moment, if I may. Have you ever heard of the winged familiars known as Skatene? They're of a marked talent for seeing in the dark, which has established them as chosen watchbirds for some of the world's most important facilities. As it so happened, we here in Labyrinthos avail ourselves of their astonishing eyes, too. Day and night, our Skatene keep a close watch for any blackguards or nasty goings-on. However, such keenness of eyes require, for lack of a better term, upkeep, which comes in the form of special eye drops. After all, what creature can sit unblinking and wide-eyed for days on end without help? So I might ask you to dole out some medication? Great. We're giving eye drops to Skatene. Nice. Oh, how good of you to be so obliging. The Skatene are perceptive creatures in both sight and mind, and will take you up instantly once they know you've experienced in caring for even one of their kind. That's why I recommend all those who deal with these things to of a confidential.
Oh,
They rang the doorbell. Nice. I recommend with all those dealing with such a confidential nature to try their hand at treating the beady eyes of our vagrant familiars at least once. Near the northmost entrance, you'll find that Skatene's caretaker. She'll only be too glad to introduce you to our fanciful watch owls.
You realize they're likely to perceive that we have taken care of a fair number of Skatene in our time.
Hey, could be worse. You could be giving singing lessons to Mandragoria.
No!
Karaoke night at Jigglypuff's.
Yes! Determined biotech.
Bibliothek.
Bibliothek. Okay. Not a word I'm familiar with, so.
Yeah, well. Take a look. It's in a book. Oh, look. Food. You shouldn't.
I'm
You really
surprised! They're giving us coconut cod chowder. What they should be giving us is rainbow pudding for that joke.
No kidding.
A rather determined bibliothek seeks help with an issue of scholastic nature. You there, adventurer. You've the carriage of a woman upon whose time I might prevail. Those books there, you see them, yes? I would have you bear them to one of the students of Baldessian for me.
Yeah, sure. Leave it to me.
Fine.
You know you're going to hand it to me whether I complain about it or not.
Oh, was a deal easier than expected. Had half thought this would require some explanation, which you shall have regardless. I'm a member of the prominent political faction known as the Bibliothecs. I trust you've heard of us. No.
No.
I and my colleagues have sworn to bear silent witness to the affairs of our world, recording all which comes to pass. Students of Valdesian, on the other hand, take a much more active approach to the affairs of our world. Needless to say, things between us are tense. Really? It would spell trouble were I to be found delivering these tomes myself. My colleagues may well bar me from the archives entire, a punishment worse than death. Okay. Thus, I seek aid from one who can pass unnoticed. You. Great then. Have a care and bring these to my Baldesian co-conspirator. You'll find her in Logisticon Alpha. Oh, and tell her it's a gift from a friendly researcher in Charlene Hamlet, will you?
Right. Oh no. Why don't we wait on this? Nope, too late. I'm out of here.
Books!
I was hoping to break for dinner, but no, I'm having to carry a
Hey, come on,
metric
it's books.
butt ton of books.
Books.
If you say so. While dodging a dollar.
You guys all get soft tacos, right?
Yes, we are all soft tacos. All soft tacos all the way down.
Yep.
And books. Soft
Yes.
tacos and books. I don't think
All
those
the way
two.
down.
I don't think those
No, they're
two
fine.
go. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I am not cleaning the pages.
No.
Man, they're having us run everywhere, aren't they?
If they can help it, oh yeah.
Hello, cautious student of Valdesian. My word, look at all this. Each book more valuable than the last. How in the world did you come by them?
Well, you see, I just happened upon them.
Given to you by a researcher in Charlene Hamlet, you say? And meant as a gift from me? My mysterious benefactor is gracious indeed. It's a comfort to know that at least one person out there values our efforts in an ever-changing world. Do give my thanks to this charitable researcher next time you see them.
Okay. And after that, it's time to rest.
You're just gonna sit on the stairs again, aren't you?
Why not?
You are such a cat. The
Your
only difference
point being-
is you're not in the middle of the stairs. You're off to one side.
Yeah.
A true cat would be in the middle.
True
Fine.
Cat would find a narrower set of stairs so that being in the middle actually does something.
I'll just hold up the wall here. Now we will go grab Taco Bell. I'll go ahead and end the stream for now, mostly to get around a tech issue, and restart it probably in about 15 minutes to a half an hour. Keep an eye open. Keep an eye on your email because you should receive a notice from that. Otherwise, go food yourself, get up, stretch, use the bathroom. Hope to see you in about 15 minutes to half an hour.
Mm-hmm.